Today we're at Greenwood Cemetery in Clarksville, Tennessee. We're looking for the gravesite of two actors that were born in Clarksville and now they are buried in Clarksville. That is of Frank Sutton and Charles B. Watts. So let's go on inside and take a look. Just want to kind of give you a location of where the actor Frank Sutton's gravesite is. It's on the very last row at the cemetery, down next to a little branch they've got. And if you come around and you see this small pyramid, you won't have very far to go until you see the grave of Frank Sutton. Well, as you can hear, they are mowing in the cemetery today, but we've continued down the road where the little pyramid marker was, and the easiest way to find Frank Sutton's grave is where the road kind of makes a split in the road, and if you go up the hill a little bit, you can see that this is the newest section that has been added to the cemetery. But we're going to continue and to find Frank Sutton's grave, and it's usually always easy to find because people have left flags and flowers there. So here we go. Frank Sutton has been an actor, or was an actor I should have said, for many years, and he acted in things like The Untouchables and different other movies of all kinds. And when he died, he was actually performing on stage, I think, or had been performing on stage in Louisiana, and died of a heart attack. And he's buried here with his family. And I remember when he did die that at first the newspapers said that they were not going to have a family funeral over here, but they said he was going to be buried out in California, or his ashes were going to be cremated. They really tried to keep it all hush-hush, I guess, so there wouldn't be so many people coming out when he was buried. And you'll see the marker that says Spencer on it, and that was his mother's maiden name, so he's buried in here with family members. So let's take a closer look. But Frank Sutton is best remembered as playing Sergeant Carter on the TV show that was Gomer Pyle, and he would be the drill sergeant. And there is a picture of them, and it's been here for a while, so it's getting kind of faded. So let's gotta step over a walkway here, sorry about that, and take a closer look to see if we can see it better. And it says, "Rest in peace, Sergeant." A lot of coins have been left here. Look at the whole section of Frank Sutton's family members that are buried here in Greenwood Cemetery. And straight down is Frank's, and you're going to see another Frank Sutton beside his, and that is of his father. Frank's dad would die when he was just 33 years old. Frank Sutton himself, I think, was like 51 when he died, and he died, like I said earlier, in Louisiana while trying to perform of a heart attack. Next to him, Frank's mother would later marry again, and she married Lucian Shepherd, and this is her tombstone, which is on the other side of her son. And it also has that of her second husband, Lucian Shepherd, marker by her. Now up above it is, of course, her parents and all. So let's take a look real fast at those before closing. And so this would make it Frank Sutton's grandparents. A couple of little tidbits about Frank Sutton before we move on to the next grave site. The house that Frank Sutton lived in as a boy in Clarksville, Tennessee is still standing, but it's privately owned. Another thing is that Clarksville has honored one of its native sons by having a bronze statue of Frank Sutton erected in downtown Clarksville. The second actor in Greenwood Cemetery that we're going to be looking at is that of Charles Watts. And he's buried in a plot with his family members. And so the headstone has that on it pretty much. So we'll head on up and take a closer look at the individual markers. Charles Watts was a actor that played in a lot of westerns. He may not have had the lead role, had other roles that wasn't as the lead, but you'll probably remember him more from westerns. But I'd like to say that the last movie that James Dean made was called Giant, and Charles Watts didn't play a main role in it, but he was the judge in that movie. I believe this Martha may have been his little sister, because she just looked like died when she was 1 year old. And of course this is Charles's marker. And he was just 54 years old when he passed away. And he's buried alongside his mom. And then just below that is the grave of his father. And it's got a really nice, easy to spot tall marker for the headstone for them all, if you're looking for the gravesite. And I will show you just a little bit of the area that he could be found in, because Greenwood's a rather large cemetery, and if the office is closed and you're looking for it, it's near a road, of course. And one thing that may help you spot it is there is a cross directly across from his grave. Well, this has been a short video, but just wanted to show you the couple of actors that have been buried in Clarksville, Tennessee at the Greenwood Cemetery. And it is actually on Greenwood Avenue. So until next time, have a good day, and thanks so much for watching.